Welcome back to Motivision, the home for every car enthusiast who lives for the sound of a perfect engine, the design of timeless machines, and the evolution of automotive icons. If you're into classic meets modern, you're going to love what we have today, because we're diving deep into the rebirth of a true legend, the 2025 Jaguar E-Type. When you think about the most beautiful cars ever made, the original Jaguar E-Type from the 1960s always finds a place at the top of the list. Enzo Ferrari himself once called it the most beautiful car in the world. And now, over 6 decades later, Jaguar has brought it back, not as a retro tribute, but as a bold reinterpretation that blends classic soul with future tech. The 2025 Jaguar E-Type isn't just a redesign, it's a revival done with passion, precision, and performance in mind. At first glance, it's unmistakably an E-Type. The long sculpted bonnet, the rounded headlamps, and the fluid curves all nod to its legendary heritage. But then you notice the subtle modern touches: laser-cut LED lighting, frameless windows, retractable door handles, and flush-mounted aero details that remind you this is not a museum piece. This is the E-Type reimagined for 2025. Under the hood, things get even more interesting. While Jaguar hasn't completely abandoned internal combustion, this new E-Type leans into the brand's electrified future. It's powered by an all-electric drivetrain delivering around 600 horsepower with dual motors, one on each axle, making it all-wheel drive for the first time in its history. That translates to a 0 to 60 time in just 3.5 seconds, putting it on par with some of today's most exotic supercars, and doing it all with zero emissions. For purists, there's also a limited run version of the E-Type featuring a hybrid inline-six, paying homage to the original XK engines. It's smooth, powerful, and tuned to produce a nostalgic growl for those who still want to hear the roar under the hood. This dual approach, one electric, one hybrid, shows that Jaguar is trying to please both the future-focused and the tradition lovers alike. Step inside, and you're greeted by a cabin that's nothing short of art. The interior design respects the classic layout but introduces ultra-modern materials and tech: rich leather, hand-stitched surfaces, polished aluminum accents, and a floating touchscreen display that disappears into the dash when not in use. It's retro, yes, but nothing feels outdated. Even the analog dials have been reimagined with digital overlays, blending nostalgia and innovation seamlessly. Jaguar also equipped the E-Type with advanced driver assistance systems, adaptive air suspension, and a dynamic drive mode selector that tunes everything from throttle response to steering weight. This means you can enjoy the car as a relaxed grand tourer, or switch it into full dynamic mode and carve through corners with precision and confidence. The 2025 E-Type is also surprisingly practical. It offers 2 configurations, a classic coupe and a drop-dead gorgeous roadster. Both offer improved cabin space, smart storage, and even a front trunk thanks to the electric layout. Jaguar clearly wanted this car to be driven and not just stored away like a collector's item. Now let's talk price. This kind of craftsmanship and engineering doesn't come cheap. The base electric E-Type starts around $180,000, while the hybrid variant, which is being released in very limited numbers, is expected to push past the $200,000 mark. But let's be honest, people aren't buying this car because it's affordable. They're buying it because it's an icon reborn. What makes the 2025 Jaguar E-Type so compelling is how it bridges the past and future. It doesn't try to be a retro gimmick, nor does it lose its identity in modernity. It strikes a delicate balance that so few revivals manage to achieve. It's not just a car, it's a statement, a reminder of where we've been, and a bold look at where we're going. If you ever wanted to experience the spirit of the 60s with the performance of tomorrow, the new E-Type is your answer. Whether you're a collector, a dreamer, or just someone who appreciates automotive art, this one's worth your attention. Thanks for watching Motivision. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more icons reimagined for the future, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment and let us know. Would you take the electric E-Type or go for the hybrid with that classic rumble? Until next time, keep your eyes on the road and your heart in the drive.